Hey guys, today's video is a little bit different. It has been a whole week since we started Less Scroll, More Soul, and I wanted to check in and make a slightly different video, a little bit more raw because it's being filmed on my iPhone rather than any fancy camera equipment, and I'm sat on my bed in my hotel in New York to just kind of touch base in real time and hopefully offer you a slightly different perspective in terms of your daily practice. So the whole idea of this project was to get you guys creating a little bit more time for yourself in the time that you might usually spend on your phone. And I know loads of you guys have been checking in daily and doing the videos, and some of you have dipped in and out, and it's been really wonderful seeing how you've managed to include it into your day-to-day life. But one of the things that I haven't yet shared is that for me, yoga is about so much more than just the time that we spend on our mat or in meditation. And so the practices that we've done up till now have all been based on the mat, and that's only one part of what yoga means to me. So it seems a bit silly to go any further without introducing you to something a little bit different. And maybe this is something that you already do, but one of the biggest things for me was a shift in attitude that came from writing a gratitude journal on a daily basis. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit like that. And then I went to a spin class this morning, and the teacher mentioned something which was a really nice spin that I thought I would share with you as well. So we often live in this kind of headspace of lacking. So we want more of something, or we don't have enough of this, or we're not good enough at this. And that thought process can breed more of those thoughts, and we end up in this place where we don't have enough, or we're not enough, and we feel as though we are incomplete. And the biggest shift for me came from when I spent about a year or 18 months writing a gratitude journal. And it really helped me to see the positive and the joy in some really small things, some really big things, but just starting to shift the way that I thought about all of the things that happened to me and around me on a day-to-day basis. And with that in mind, I wanted to encourage you in today's practice to maybe make a list. So I have another video on gratitude journals, which I'll link below this, and because I feel like it kind of covers what that means to me and why I think that's such an important practice. But today I wanted to invite you to pick up a pen. So don't write it on your phone because that defeats the point, but to pick up a pen and paper or a notebook and write a list of all of the things that you feel joyful about, or all of the things, however big or small, that if you take time to acknowledge them and think about them, are actually a real positive in your life. There's a lot of things that we take for granted. So just shifting from this space or this headspace of the things that we lack and the things that we want more of, how can we sort of acknowledge the things that we already have, that we are so lucky to have? So perhaps you begin your list saying, I get to see my friends today. I get to come home to a lovely home. I get to experience love with the people around me. I get to work hard because I have a job. I get to, the list can go on and on and on. And I don't want to give you too many because I want to encourage you to come up with the list. But yoga practice is so much more than the asana and what we do on the mat. And it's actually about the way we integrate it into our everyday life. And a big part of that is kind of acknowledging what we have and having a better understanding of that being enough. And in order to recognize that, we need to kind of step out of the thought process of lack and instead step into this kind of acknowledgement of how wonderful the things around us are. And it's a really, really simple exercise, but it's more than just the kind of writing a list of 3 things before bed that you are grateful for, or first thing when you wake up in the morning. So rather than like a daily gratitude journal, which is amazing and I really encourage doing that as well, but today as your practice, I wanted to encourage you to take some time, sit and just write down all of the things, or fill a page, fill 3 pages, set yourself a target, and all of the things that are really joyful and wonderful that you might not even realize in your everyday, and how lucky you are to experience those things, to try and shift your thinking from this place of lack that so many of us sit in to this place of real appreciation for all that we have and all that we are and all that exists around us. So if you're itching to get on the mat today, then please flick through and see one of the videos that's already been posted. But if you're really excited to explore the various different tools of yoga, I wanted to encourage this really mindful practice today, and I really, really hope that you enjoy taking the time to realize all of the wonder that is already in your life and around you and within you. And if you find it challenging, it's okay. Know that it's not about failing, and if you say that you're going to write 3 pages and you only write 2, then don't worry about it. It's okay. It's just about shifting, and maybe next time you do it, it becomes a little bit easier, and then the next time it's easier, and that's why it's all a practice. It's about retraining ourselves to see things differently, and the more that we practice that, the easier it becomes. So give it a go, let me know how you get on, and I'll see you soon.